Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I wasn't asked why I'm convinced Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block on a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At Enchain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We have tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts, basically ones that can run operating systems. That's all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Alrighty people, we are live. It is just up to, it's coming up to 7:15 actually. Just after, well yeah, we are after 5, a little bit more than after 5. 6:45 to be precise, GMT where we are in the UK. Welcome to Bitcoin SV TV, aka Satoshi TV. But obviously had to change the name to get back on the social media platforms and stuff, as previous channels have got banned and all that kind of crap. But to look at this number going up, people. Top left of the screen in the screen frame says 371. Whoa! Gone are the days when Bitcoin used to be an absolute bargain. Well, I mean it is a bargain still, but do you know what I mean? Not getting the value for money that we used to get when it was like $200, were we? Jeepers. Let's have a little looky here then. Just quickly before we jump into the press releases and stuff. Look at that. Look at that. That's over a week. That's really strong. Yeah, that is really strong. Oh, Matty Ray in the house. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, just looking at these price movements. You know, I mean, I'm still after value for money. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, because I buy all the time. So when I see the price going up, I just think, oh, I'm just getting less value for money, really. Oh, sorry, that's for my own currency. Our friends across the pond. Yeah, let's just have a look at the depth chart. Look at this. So, look, yeah. $6.5 million worth of bids versus 6.3 million asks. Less willing to sell, more people willing to buy. That's going to be a tsunami on the way soon. Jeepers. Jeepers. Wow, look at that. 6.1 to 6.4. All right. Right then, peeps. Well, for anybody who just didn't see my my post a second ago, I've literally just watched the 60 Minutes Australia program. This is the one here. Oh, I might have that as my thumbnail, but yeah, basically, this one guy Sergey bought BTC like Corecoin when it was like $6. got out of bank loan, went literally all in with all he could, so fair play. But in the documentary, looking around his house, he had a picture on the wall saying hodl, massive fail. And then he's also paying with his crypto.com credit card, thinking that he's paying with Bitcoin. I mean, literally, just because these people have got a shitload of money, like, doesn't mean they're, clever. I mean, literally, he thinks he's paying with Bitcoin. It's like, mate, they received Australian dollars, for payment with your McDonald's. Where do you think your Bitcoin has gone? Your core coin, your shit coin? Well, it's been dumped, mate. They honestly think they're paying with Bitcoin. They're thinking it's the future. They have no idea, honestly. Like, the level of dumbness is kind of like just something I'm not used to, honestly. But well worth a watch. I've posted that on Twitter and Twitch as well. Shout out to Reform Too Many Coin and JPaps. All right, guys. Right, so I want to get into this. I want to read this article. This was the one. Right. Let's have a look at this. So, Financial Review. Hopefully we'll get to this. So European correspondent. All right, so this is looks like a European newspaper then. All right. So exclusive. Aussie Bitcoin founder in brackets faces court truth test. Woohoo! All right, let's have a look at this then. London, Australian techno entrepreneur Craig Wright is headed to an English courtroom to prove that he is Satoshi Nakamoto, the anonymous and almost mythical progenitor of Bitcoin, as part of a fight to wrest control of his claim to creation. 5 years after Dr. Wright outed himself as Nakamoto, and with debates still raging as to the credibility of his claim, he has never conclusively established. It will now fall to an English intellectual property judge to make the big call. See, look, people are starting to realise just how big this is going to be. It's going to be massive. At stake is not just the resolution of the cryptocurrency world's most intriguing mystery, but also the bid for the upper hand in a civil war between Bitcoin fractions who have ended up on different times of what the community calls a hard fork in the technology evolution. London-based Dr. Wright is demanding that an anonymous outfit called Cobra, which runs a foundational Bitcoin support website called bitcoin.org, remove Nakamoto's 2008 Bitcoin white paper, the canonical UR text that conceived Bitcoin, from the site on copyright grounds. His contention is that the site, which Nakamoto helped set up and then handed on to the collective ownership, is promoting a product that does not represent what Bitcoin actually is and is for, so the white paper is being taken in vain. People have been exploiting the excitement around this Bitcoin as described in the white paper in order to give credibility to their own projects, knowing full well that they are not Bitcoin, Dr. Wright told the Australian Financial Review. The identity of Bitcoin's inventor is probably as relevant today as the identity of the person who invented paper. Oh, yeah, true. This is why I feel compelled to exercise my legal rights in this way. Not just so that the Bitcoin described in the white paper can fulfill its potential, but also that people cannot be misled into thinking they are supporting Bitcoin despite doing anything but. I am very happy for them, indeed anybody, to innovate using blockchain technology as long as they don't masquerade it as Bitcoin, because it patently is not. Lawfare claims. To assert his copyright, though, Dr. Wright will have to prove he is Satoshi Nakamoto. His claim to be the mystery founder of the world's most prominent digital currency. He does not call it a cryptocurrency, first surfaced in 2016. What's this? He does not call it a cryptocurrency, first surfaced in 20... Okay, maybe that was when he first started saying it's not a cryptocurrency. First surfaced in 2016. A couple of early Bitcoin apostles endorsed his claim, but other reactions ranged from skepticism to disbelief. The conclusive proof will be to sign a blockchain message with a private key from the very first mined Bitcoin block, something he has not yet done. Again, I mean, he can do it. Obviously, he's got to prove that he has them. But yeah, he's going on about proof of ownership. There'll be other things, like it's circumstantial evidence that proves beyond a doubt that not only does he have them, but he also has a claim to them. He owns them. He is Satoshi Nakamoto. We all know this anyway. Dr. Wright's lawyers, Simon Cohen of London law firm Ontier, would not be drawn on what proof would be preferred in court. The essential question that the court will be asked to decide is whether on the balance of probability Dr. Wright authored the Bitcoin white paper and whether he is Satoshi Nakamoto, and will be producing a variety of evidence which we say supports the contention, Mr. Cohen said. Skeptics such as US lawyer and commentator Haley Lennon allege Dr. Wright's intention is to use lawfare. This is not the only lawsuit in which he is involved, to create a defensible intellectual property portfolio over Bitcoin and force the ecosystem towards his preferred model. His preferred model? No, just follow Bitcoin. Dear oh dear. The question is whether the largely anonymous team behind Cobra will fight back. The defendants have until May 18th to file their defence and or to challenge the English court's jurisdiction. If they balk at outing themselves, Dr. Wright could potentially win a judgment by default, establishing his claim without necessarily having to submit the proof positive that he is Satoshi Nakamoto. Cobra has dismissed the claims as without merit and recently told The Guardian that Dr. Wright obviously isn't the inventor of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's true ethos. Over on Bitcoin.org, they argue that because the Bitcoin protocol and software are open source, Nakamoto has no authority over his creation. The identity of Bitcoin's inventor is probably as relevant today as the identity of the person who invented paper, the site says. But Dr. Wright avers that Bitcoin.org and other proponents of so-called Bitcoin Core are promoting a scheme that is antithetical to what Bitcoin is all about. The true Bitcoin ethos, he says, is embedded in the new hard fork in Bitcoin's evolution. Bitcoin SV is just Bitcoin, which stands for Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. Bitcoin SV or BSV envisages permitting much larger data blocks in the Bitcoin blockchain, allowing the digital currency to be significantly scaled up. And again, scaling is not changing the protocol, like all these these shitcoin douchebags keep saying it is. It's just a political narrative spin bollocks. Bitcoin SV scales to enterprise level, has very low transaction fees, and is regulation friendly. Without all three of those components, you are not a digital currency. And I see nothing but Bitcoin SV with those crucial attributes, Dr. Wright said. His chief objection to the narrower gauge BTC is that it leads to higher transaction fees, limiting its use in ordinary commerce. BTC has transaction fees of around $12, so it can't become a digital currency. Nobody will want to buy a $3 coffee with a $12 transaction fee, he said. By capping the block size, the network can only handle a handful of transactions per second, whereas BSV, which is Bitcoin, can handle 9,000 transactions per second with transaction fees of around a third of a cent. For him, BSV thus stays true to the white paper's vision of Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. The white paper makes no reference to Bitcoin as digital gold, an inherent store of value, which is the only viable use case for BTC protocol, he said. Yeah, good stuff. His other big beef is that Bitcoin Core is about creating an anonymous system which facilitates illegitimate or nefarious activity. Bitcoin was designed as a micropayment system on an immutable and therefore transparent ledger. Private, yes. Anonymous, never, he said. There is an enormous, and for anybody listening to me now who doesn't understand the difference between privacy and anonymity, anonymity is what you have in a toilet cubicle. Privacy is what you and your partner have behind the bedroom door. That is the fundamental difference there. There is an enormous difference between private and anonymous, but it's actually funny that criminals think using Bitcoin is a conduit for laundering. It is an immutable ledger and every transaction can be traced. Dr. Wright now works as the Chief Scientific Officer for nChain, a company providing business clients with blockchain solutions based on the original Bitcoin protocol. As Ms. Lennon noted in a recent Forbes article, that nChain is a prolific filer of Bitcoin-related patents, but Dr. Wright said his motivation for litigating against Bitcoin.org was not economically driven. It is not financial, and it is certainly not about stifling innovation. There are many projects out there which have obviously taken inspiration from Bitcoin as I created it, and I wholeheartedly welcome those, he said. Great article. Yeah, we know it's coming, people. I love it. I love it. Literally, I can't wait. Well, I can. Actually, I'm hoping the price would just kind of like, calm down a little bit. Still got money coming. I need to go in, I just saw some articles on here that I wanted to go over. What's this? A block press. Easiest way to create NFTs on Bitcoin. And if you just watched the 60 Minutes Australia thing, I mean, they were going on about NFTs as well. I mean, the mainstream media is kind of like way behind on the news in terms of like, what's going. I mean, I feel like NFTs have been around for ages now, and they're only like just getting to grips with it, finding out what it is, talking about the ridiculous prices that they've been sold for. Check this out. German financial regulator suspects Binance offering violates securities law. I thought they were going to say like suspends and stuff. Kind of like read that anyway. We know that is true. Let's see what there is in tech. I saw something that I wanted to read here. Literally, I was just looking for articles that I wanted to read. Oh, I'll go to CoinGeek Home. Here we go. Hold on. CoinGeek.com. That's what we're after. What do regulators have planned for blockchain developers? The Bitcoin Bridge talks to Ian Lee of Merkle Science. I'm sure there was an article I just saw that I thought, that's interesting. I might read that. What was it? Kind of like up to date on all this. Oh no! Oh well. Oh, editorials. Let's go to press releases. Whoops. Here we go. Press releases. Anything here? That's the one I wanted to read. Tau. Yes, beauty. Tau files 2020 financial year end financial results, or fiscal year end financial results, and provides operating guidance for 2021. Check it out. Yeah, this is pretty exciting stuff. Great figures here. Vancouver, British Columbia, Tau Distribution Information Technologies, a vertically integrated blockchain infrastructure and service provider for enterprise, announced today its financial results and management decision and analysis for the fiscal year ended December 31st, 2020. These filings are available for review on the company's SEDAR profile and on the company's website at tau.com. All financial information in this press release is reported in Canadian dollars unless otherwise indicated. All right. So subsequent to year end, as of March 31st, 2021, Tau had approximately 74,000 Bitcoin in its treasury. Wow. I mean, when you think that Michael Saylor keeps bragging about how he's got 90,000 BTC and how much that cost him, and Tau have got 74,000 of the genuine Bitcoin that's literally going to absolutely smash Corecoin. It kind of makes you realize how much how well Tau are going to do. Like, my goodness, wow. Based on current network conditions, Tau anticipates winning at least 30 blocks per day attributed to Tau. Each block currently paying 6.25 Bitcoin as a reward. Tau pool averaged 45 blocks a day in Q1 2021. On March 18th, Tau closed an oversubscribed prospectus offering for aggregate gross proceeds of approximately $40 million. But remember, that's Canadian dollars, unless otherwise stated. On March 13th, Tau processed a world record 638 megabyte block on the Bitcoin network. Hashing operations commenced in Canada on Q1 of 2021. 2020 overview. 2020 was a year of groundwork for Tau in transitioning its business towards the goal of becoming a world leader in blockchain infrastructure and transaction processing. The company purchased new blockchain computers, which are anticipated to help the company reach its 2021 goal of 400 petahash, owned and controlled by Tal on the BSV blockchain network once fully deployed. Also in 2020, Tal expanded its enterprise blockchain infrastructure service with its acquisition of What's on Chain. Oh, wow, well done. What's on Chain owns a proprietary Bitcoin SV blockchain explorer technology developed by its founders, who created the first ever BSV block explorer to provide data in an easy and user-friendly manner. Yeah, it's really good. I do enjoy What's on Chain. Q3 2020 saw a new Tal office in Zug, Switzerland, and key hires in C-suite and senior management roles. In connection with the Zug office opening, Tal onboarded several key new hires to expand the company's operations, including a new president, chief operating officer, chief technology officer, chief compliance officer. In addition, Q4 2020 saw the election of 2 new members to its board of directors, and Stephen Matthews, the chairman of the company's board of directors, took on chief executive officer position and is now serving as executive chairman and chief executive officer. Stephen Matthews, Tal's CEO and executive chairman, commented that 2020 was a year of a transition for Tal, despite the challenges of the global pandemic. 2020 marked multiple and significant milestones for Tal in building the infrastructure capacity and global expertise to enable us to execute our strategic plan. We see evidence for blockchain technology moving significantly closer to mass adoption. Our infrastructure and product innovations built on the Bitcoin SV protocol, with its scalability and ultra-low transaction fee advantages, position us to enable enterprise transformation across global markets using this technology. I congratulate our entire team on their hard work and commitment towards preparing Tal to be a global blockchain leader. Exciting stuff. New website announcement 2021. Tal recently launched its newly designed website, designed to enhance clients' online experience and provide an easy way for investors to learn about Tal. Tal Distribution Information Technologies delivers a value-added blockchain services, providing professional-grade, highly scalable blockchain infrastructure and transactional platforms to support businesses building solutions and applications upon the Bitcoin SV platform, and developing, operating, and managing distributed computing systems for enterprise users. Awesome. What's this cautionary statement regarding forward-looking information? So let's see what this says. Certain statements including in this new release constitute forward-looking information as defined under applicable Canadian securities legislation. The words will, intends, expects, and similar expressions are intended to identify forward-looking information, although not all forward-looking information will contain these identifying words. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Okay, got it. All right, nice. Loving that. Very promising. And let's get on to this shit show, which is Cointelegraph, although I do find some of their articles quite amusing. Check this one out. MasterCard adds 6 blockchain payment startups to accelerate a program. Oh my god, they're making MasterCard sound like one of these fake gurus. You know, so now they've got a startup accelerator program. Dear oh dear. It's worse than Brian Rose, isn't it? You know, on his business accelerator program. Good grief. The fintech innovators will receive direct support from MasterCard as they bring their products and services to the market. Yeah. MasterCard Start Path, an accelerator program for fintech startups, has welcomed 6 new companies innovating in the field of blockchain-based payments. Asset Financial Services, Cledara, Gifty, Moda Seeds, Speddebt, and Tippy were selected for being fintech innovators in software as a service and blockchain technology. As the fintech landscape evolves at an unprecedented speed, MasterCard provides the infrastructure and assets to help fintech innovators grow. I'm sure they do, this is outrageous, and ultimately bring more people into the digital economy, said Amy Neal, MasterCard's Senior Vice President of Fintech and Enablers. She continued, the newest Start Path companies represent the future of the fintech industry and are designing inclusive solutions that anticipate consumer needs. We're thrilled to partner with these innovations on their path to scale. Like, what are they on about? Path to scale. So basically they're just going to be like dumping their shitcoins for fiat currency and paying at the terminals through MasterCard. It's so stupid. Honestly, shitcoin is shit for brains are the only people that are going to fall for this crap. StartPath is a 6-month accelerator program that aids startups in scaling up so they can use their shitcoins at payment terminals and dumping them into fiat currency and commercializing their products and services. Companies that are selected for StartPath receive coveted access to MasterCard's technology. Why would you want MasterCard's technology? It's outdated and it uses fiat currency. Dear, oh dear. Look, they're classing themselves as saying, oh yeah, MasterCard's expertise and resources. They have no idea how out of date they are and how much of a dinosaur they are. Dear, oh dear. MasterCard is making a big push into blockchain technology, with its latest StartPath participants reflecting a renewed commitment to innovating in the payments arena. As Cointelegraph recently reported, MasterCard was one of the several major companies to lead a $65 million raise for Consensus, one of the most prominent software companies in the blockchain industry. That does what exactly? The credit card company has also incorporated carbon footprint tracking, so who cares, onto its blockchain-based provenance solution, which allows users to make more environmentally conscious decisions when shopping for everyday items. Yeah, like using the MasterCard network so that you're not using mined cryptocurrency that use proof of work because they're environmentally damaging. What an absolute crock of shit! Absolute crock of shit. It's laughable, when you're in my position and you can see through all of this crap. You can see the political narratives that they're trying to spin. Honestly, absolute bollocks, total bollocks. Here we go. Let's have a look at these other stories then. Grayscale parent firm Digital Currency Group to expand GBTC buy limit by 5 million. Their customers are going to get absolutely wrecked. Like literally absolutely wrecked. Oh no. Grayscale parent firm Digital Currency Group to expand GBA. Digital Currency Group has purchased a total of $194 million worth of GBTC. That must be Grayscale BTC. Yeah, they're... oh my god. Digital Currency Group, the parent company of the digital asset manager Grayscale Investments, is now authorized to purchase up to $750 million worth of shares of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. That's KuCoin, remember? The company announced Monday that a Digital Currency Group increased its prior authorization to buy up to $250 million worth of Grayscale BTC shares by an extra $500 million. The share purchase authorization does not obligate Digital Currency Group to acquire any certain amount of shares in any period, and it may be expanded, modified, or discontinued at any time. Digital Currency Group noted, actual purchases will depend on many factors like the levels of available cash, as well as price and market conditions, the firm said. Digital Currency Group mentioned that the firm had purchased a total of $193.5 million worth of Grayscale BTC shares as of Friday. Digital Currency Group plans to use cash to fund the purchases and will make the purchases as a management discretion in compliance with Rule 10b-18 under Securities and Exchange Act, the company noted. The news comes shortly after Digital Currency Group originally announced in March its plan to purchase up to $250 million of Grayscale BTC shares. The move came amid volatile conditions for Grayscale BTC and plans to hire talent in the exchange trade fund industry, which signaled a potential diversification by the firm. Oh my god. I mean, literally, this is probably why they're allowing, Tether to just continue printing their billions, because like BTC has got no fundamental value. It has no use case. So the only way the number can continue to go up is if they keep making up this bullshit on Ethereum, which is the Tether and USDC. It's absolutely ridiculous what they're doing. Absolutely ridiculous. But I wouldn't expect anything less from shitcoiners. Dear oh dear. What's this? Binance CEO CZ says Bitcoin less volatile than stocks like Apple and Tesla, and he's another one printing his own, in brackets here, stablecoin, Binance USD, that looks like CoinCrap have actually now delisted because they know it's an absolute scam. An absolute scam. BTC price nears 60k. Who gives a monkeys again? Ascending pine triangles, ball pennants, flying carpets, crystal balls, magic tea leaves. Oh, absolute crap. Absolute crap that they use. There's no fundamental value in it whatsoever. It just annoys me that they can actually be this stupid, because other people are obviously listening to them and they're just going to get absolutely wrecked. Like literally absolutely wrecked. So I saw something else about the UK, I think, or central bank digital currencies that sparked my interest. Let's see if we can find it. Climate footprint, who cares? I think these are all in date order, so maybe I've already seen this one. Country New Jersey makes 250% profit from crypto seized in 2018. Wow. County authorities captured the cryptocurrency during a 2018 drugs bust in Long Branch. Oh. Again, getting investigated. The law is coming for you. Yes, indeed. So maybe that was it. Let's go back to the homepage, see if I've missed anything that caught my attention. What's this? Vortex report alt season indicator flips to Bitcoin even as Rally and Polygon surge. Oh god, who gives a monkeys? Rally is actually another shitcoin along with Polygon. Oh my god. Oh my god. What's this? Financial advisors lead the institutional push towards crypto adoption. What a load of crap. Oh my goodness me. What's this? eBay exploring crypto payment options, NFT auctions, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin becomes billionaire as Ether hits $3,000. Is that what's just happened, is it? Let's have a look. I mean, I don't pay attention to any of these shit coins. Honestly, I just really can't be asked. There's no value in it whatsoever. Come on, coin crap. I'll close that. You going to show us these coins then, or what? What is this? Seriously? This is CoinGecko. Want to look at coin crap just for lulz. We can't even. Oh no, we can't see it. Oh yeah, look at that Ethereum. Look at that. Would you believe it? Where was 3,000? Right there. So it looks like it's done that. So 2:20 a.m. this morning, and now it's 330 again. Shitcoiners, can you imagine all these core coiners? Like they're going to be absolutely livid at this. Like literally, they're going to start shitting themselves. Like literally, because they go, oh well, you can do stuff with Ethereum. Oh well done. Suddenly you're starting to discover that it's utility that has value. They're like, what can we do with Corecoin? It's just boring. I mean, they'll be coming out with all sorts of absolute crap stories about it. Anthony Pompilano will be going, yeah, but it's the world's reserve currency. It's a reserve, and it's just like, well, who cares if it's a reserve if it can't do anything? Honestly, they're just going to come a cropper the hard way, I'm just going to be sitting here, like literally mocking them, for just being so stupid. Honestly. Oh, here we go. Yeah. What's this? Bank of England and UK Parliament get Bitcoin fixes this treatment. The Bank of England has recently taken greater steps towards the rollout of a central bank digital currency. One crypto user is seemingly taking exception to current monetary policy from the Bank of England and expresses their frustration with a laser projector. Really? Oh, look at that. No way. Was that Dominic Frisby actually doing that or what? What? Reported by Twitter user Dominic Frisby, an unknown person projected Bitcoin fixes this and other messages on the exterior walls of both the Bank of England and the Parliament of the United Kingdom on Saturday. The message appeared underneath a Big Ben as well as the front of the central bank, surrounded by a red box with the artist's hallmark, and the photo has already been turned into a non-fungible token. Ha! Oh dear, that is quite funny. OMG, they did it on Parliament too. Wow, that is actually quite funny. Many financial institutions around the world have struggled to adapt amid restrictions and economic uncertainty brought on by the pandemic since March 2020. The Bank of England has since purchased billions in government bonds and corporate debt, so it's basically making money up. It's unclear why the anonymous Bitcoiner chose to project the message at this particular time. The Bank of England recently listed 7 job postings relating to a central bank digital currency and will be establishing a task force to study its rollout in the UK market in collaboration with Parliament. However, it seems that at least one person is dissatisfied with the direction of monetary policy in the United Kingdom. That is actually really quite funny. Let's have this up there, shall we? In all of its glory. Check it out. Check it out. The audacity to shine that in the Bank of England. That is actually really quite funny. Right, we'll leave that up there as a thumbnail and I shall use that. Shout out to people in the chat box. Matty Ray, Reform 2 Mini Coiner, J Paps, Odin Horus, Griggs, and Sav Toshi. Great stuff. Right, put your handles and paymails in the chat box, peeps. It is time for Dinging of the Dong. Let's do this. Here we go. So, Matty Ray, still need yours in there so I can ding you a dong. Remember, it's just a gesture. That's all it is. Reform 2 Mini Coiner, that is use it or lose it. There we go. First one on the way to you, sir. Got it. Excellent. And J Paps on the way to you. J Paps. Got it. Swiping to send. There we go. Odin Horus, need yours in there. Griggs, you are next. Here we go. GRI. Got it. Swiping to send. On the way. And Suave Toshi, see you in there. Thank you for joining me today. Here we go. Sav Toshi. Suave Toshi on the way. Oh, and Amanda in there as well. Purple Wario. Thank you very much for joining me. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this image on the Bank of England. That's really quite funny. There we go. Swiping to send. Purple Warrior. Sothoth. Am I pronouncing that one correct? Yep, that's registered. Excellent. On the way to you. Sothoth. Got it. Excellent. Right, I think that's everyone. There we go. Yeah, right, guys. Cool. Hope you enjoyed the show. Keep an eye on that price. Look at that. $3.71. It's been going up while I've been talking on the show. So, yeah, as ever, be aware. Take care. Stay safe out there. Joy given. Enjoy the rest of your bank holiday. Catch you guys later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.satoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Pow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.